Okay, good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don in the Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. Weather Center powered by Alpha Insurance Agency, your local insurance agent Jamie Dukas for East Alabama and, all the way up into North Alabama as well. All right, so we're here with you this afternoon because the National Weather Service has just issued a tornado watch, which now includes a good chunk of East Alabama. We have been watching severe weather back across West Alabama for the last several hours. We have had really one thunderstorm complex that has been producing a tornado ever since it crossed into Alabama back down there in Hale County earlier this afternoon and late morning. And so this storm is held together pretty good, and we still have a tornado warning that is in effect now for Bibb and Tuscaloosa County until 3:15 this afternoon. At 2:35, a confirmed tornado was located near Low Gap, or 16 miles southeast of Tuscaloosa, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. We'll go take a look at that in just a few moments. But the main reason we are here right now is because of a brand new tornado watch that's just been issued by the Storm Prediction Center, and this watch includes 15 counties in central Alabama. It includes Barber, Bullock, Chambers, Clay, Coosa, Elmore, Lee, Macon, Montgomery, Pike, Russell, Randolph, St. Clair, Talladega, and Tallapoosa County. We welcome those of you who are watching or listening to us, rather, over on our radio stations, God's Country and the Classic across central Alabama. We welcome those of you who are listening to us on radio, and I will try to be as descriptive as I possibly can for the benefit of those of you listening to us on radio. And for those of you watching us on social media, you'll be able to see what we're talking about here. If you're inside that purple flashing area there on the screen, then you are covered under this new tornado watch. And it does cover most of the area for you folks listening to us on radio this afternoon as well. It does get Talladega County, and then it runs pretty much right along I-20, stretching up a little bit to the north, but it certainly gets Talladega, St. Clair, it gets Coosa, Tallapoosa, Clay, Randolph, Chambers, and then down into central Alabama, Chilton County as well. No severe weather across central Alabama for the moment. We really only have a couple of areas of showers, with the exception of Talladega County. You've got some pretty good rain going on there from the Clay County line west all the way back into Birmingham. And then across Clay County, the northeast part of the county, from about Delta stretching back down the Randolph County line, one area of showers there in West Randolph, and then down in Tallapoosa County from about Camp Hill all the way back up to Alexander City. Along and just north of the 280 corridor, it is raining, but those storms are not severe, so there's nothing to worry about there at all. But if you look back off to the west, we have a couple of areas of severe weather that we're watching this afternoon, and we'll start with the one that's producing the tornado warning. Now, this tornado will not affect downtown Tuscaloosa. This is well south of downtown Tuscaloosa. You've got the extreme southeastern corner of Tuscaloosa County that is involved in this tornado warning, and then the northwest corner of Bibb County. If you're in the path of this storm, maybe right there along the Tuscaloosa-Bibb County line. For those of you who live down in central Alabama, you travel up to Tuscaloosa for ball games or to go to the university, you know Highway 82. That's the road that you take. And right there where 82 crosses out of Bibb County into Tuscaloosa County is going to be the area of concern. So if you're traveling 82 this afternoon in either direction from Tuscaloosa or north going toward Tuscaloosa, you're going to want to avoid this area until after this storm passes through. This is a pretty decent looking tornado. It is a long-lived, long-track tornado. We didn't really expect that this afternoon. We felt like that this would be more of a of an impulse type situation where we would see the storm drop a tornado and then it would dissipate and then maybe later it would produce another tornado. But this particular storm has been producing a tornado now for at least a couple of hours. And for the benefit of those of you watching us on social media, I'm going to switch to the base velocity, and you can see very clearly where this tornado is at this time. It's right there along the Tuscaloosa Bibb County line, and just to the just to the east-northeast of our Akron, Alabama, which is east of Utah. And it's going to be south of the I-82 corridor. So it's just west of downtown Brent in Bibb County, or southwest of West Blockton. And it's going to run right there along the Tuscaloosa County, Bibb County line as it continues moving to the north and northeast. And we do have confirmed reports of damage. This is an actual tornado on the ground. It is observed. We have trained spotters who've actually been able to track this storm all the way across West Alabama. They're actually watching it on the ground and giving us ground truth reports as this thing moves off to the northeast. But again, for the benefit of those of you listening on radio, there's nothing to be concerned about across the God's Country and the classic coverage area at the moment. But a brand new tornado watch is now in effect, which does cover most of central and east Alabama. And this watch is in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. So this is not a particularly long situation here. So they've put this watch in effect now for only about 3 hours for central and east Alabama. So we're going to pause for just a second and let our radio stations break away. I'll recap one more time. Nothing severe for the immediate area at the moment, but a new tornado watch is in effect for central and east Alabama until 6 p.m. this evening for the possibility of severe storms that could potentially produce a tornado. We do have currently one storm producing a tornado back over just south of Tuscaloosa, moving to the northeast. And you're listening to severe weather coverage on God's Country and the Classic. We'll continue with our coverage as conditions warrant from Dr. Don's Weather. For those of you who are still with us on social media, that's what we're dealing with this afternoon. We go a little more informal now since our radio listeners are no longer with us, and they'll join us back from time to time. We get a text message when they take our coverage, and so we try to be a little more. It's kind of like calling a football game. You have to paint the picture. So even though I know most of you guys on social media are able to see what I'm talking about, we have to get a little more in the weeds when we know we've got the radio stations with us. So we're back down just on social media. So that's what we're looking at this afternoon. This tornado watch that's been in effect for central and west Alabama has now been extended further to the east, and it covers all of east Alabama. Not into West Georgia just yet, but if this weather situation continues this afternoon, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the West Georgia counties be included in this watch as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon. So now if you have a question, if there's something I didn't cover or explain to you very well, now's a good time to ask that question. We're having a little bit of technical issue this afternoon, but I am looking in the comments now. So if you need to ask me a question, now would be a good time to do it. We appreciate all you folks who are tuned in and watching us this afternoon. And our plan right now is to stay with you probably for another 5 or 10 minutes or so, and then we will we'll end the coverage for now. And then as soon as if we start to see threatening weather moving into East Alabama, of course, we'll be right back and we'll continue with our live coverage here on Dr. Don's Weather. Thanks to Mr. James Shepard. Drew Murr's in here with us this afternoon. Kellyanne Kepner's in here. Good afternoon to Butch Rice. Ashley's in the house. Good afternoon, Greg. Dana's in here with us. Scotty Daniels also here. Patty McCain. Casey Dukas. That's my Dukas bunch right there. My Alpha Insurance folks. Colby Holloway is in here watching us this afternoon, as well as Lisa Brown. Sherry Murphy. Jenny Holderfield. Trent Wilkinson. Miss Laura Landers. Good to see you in here, Miss Laura. Fred Flowers. Tiffany Anglin. Kelly Hester. There's Mark Knight. Watching us up there in Woodland. There's my pennon, folks. Cecilia says when her weather radio and Alexa went off at the same time, she knew it was time to tune to Dr. Don. And Jennifer Hudson. Good afternoon to you, Jennifer. All right, so this just in from the National Weather Service. At 3:48, Birmingham is continuing the tornado warning. This is radar indicated, and this warning is for Bibb and Tuscaloosa County until 3:15. At 2:48 p.m. Central, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Coaling, or 14 miles southwest of Brent, moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. That is this storm to the southeast of Tuscaloosa. This is not going to affect the University of Alabama or downtown Tuscaloosa. This is well south of the city of Tuscaloosa. It is running pretty much parallel to I-20, but it is south of I-20. And let me go back to the base velocity. Yes, right there. Look at a couple of other things right quick. Yeah, I would put your tornado right there, just about where you see that mesoscale rotating, maybe a little bit to the right of that. So it's crossing over 82 right now, and that's down there in the extreme southeastern corner of Tuscaloosa County, about as far southeast as you can get in Tuscaloosa County, right along the Tuscaloosa-Bibb County line. West Brockton, I think this storm is probably going to come awfully close to West Brockton. You know, that part of Bibb County took a major hit back in the 70s. Big, huge twin tornadoes went through Bibb County and caused all kind of damage over there. So West Brockton, if you are watching us this afternoon, you're going to want to pay very close attention to this. As a matter of fact, you're in the polygon, so I would say it is time for you to go to your safe place, which would be on the lowest floor of the home or business that you are in, and preferably in the center of that lowest floor. Make sure that you carry anything that you can grab right quick to help protect you from flying debris, and that would be blankets, pillows, mattress, cushions off of the couch. If you have a football helmet, bicycle helmet, carry those items with you. Make sure you got your phone with you, and try to hunker down in a closet or bathroom, something in this is as centrally located as you can find in the center of your home or place of business. If you're traveling 82, you don't want to be anywhere near this storm. So if you're down there in Brent, don't go toward Tuscaloosa. If you're in Tuscaloosa, don't go toward Brent. let this storm pass. It will be north of the 82 corridor in about 5 minutes or so. Then it'll be safe to travel on. But you may, if you have a different route that you can take away from this storm, that would be advisable, because there's probably going to be trees all across 82 here. But yeah, West Blockton, even up here on 5920 to the east of Tuscaloosa. We have not seen the Weather Service pull a trigger on Jefferson County just yet, but that is probably coming. Just looking at a couple of different things right quick. Okay, bear with me a second. We just lost the radar. Got it back now, so let's go back to our Tuscaloosa. Well, I don't want to call it the Tuscaloosa tornado, because it's not going to affect Tuscaloosa. It is the Tuscaloosa County, Bibb County tornado that is literally running right there along the county line between Tuscaloosa County and Bibb County. Way down the stream up here, up in Hoover. Pay attention to what's going on to your southwest. That would be the next major metropolitan area. Bessemer, Hoover, Hueytown, all those areas up there in Jefferson County need to really pay attention to what's happening here. This is not really the type setup where we should be concerned about it lasting that long, but this storm is held together very well this afternoon. And so there's your tornado right there. It's going to be right on the Tuscaloosa County, Bibb County line to the southwest of West Blockton, moving to the north-northeast. Probably going to stay just a shade bit north of West Blockton, but to be on the safe side, if you're anywhere in West Blockton or north, even up into eastern Tuscaloosa County, if you're inside that red polygon right there, you want to make sure that you're in your safe place. This is not our primary coverage area, so you don't see a tremendous number of landmarks on the radar here. But if you are west or just southwest of West Blockton, that is where the possible tornado is at this hour. Birmingham is continuing the tornado warning for Bibb and Tuscaloosa counties until 3:15. At 2:54, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Coaling, or 13 miles northwest of Centerville, moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. All right, so let me go back to the reflectivity and zoom out a little bit, and we'll show you that we are beginning to see some storms down here in Chilton County. That's where we start to really pay attention to what's going on as far as East Alabama and West Georgia is concerned. And we do have some convection blowing up down here around Clanton, right down I-65 to the south, back down toward Prattville. And then as we look back into Dallas County, we see some pretty heavy thunderstorms right there to the western side of Dallas County, west of Selma. And then some big storms down here in southwest Alabama, down there around Camden and just to the southwest of Thomasville. All of this stuff is moving off to the northeast, while the entire system is pushing off to the east. this afternoon. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to kind of monitor this throughout the afternoon. As soon as and if severe weather starts to threaten East Alabama, then we'll be right back with you to provide severe weather coverage this afternoon. And so we ask that you keep your phones close by, remain weather aware this afternoon, as most of our coverage area, with the exception of Cleburne, Calhoun, and all of our West Georgia counties, with the exception of those counties, all of our coverage area is now under a tornado watch until 6 p.m. this evening. We're watching it for you here on Dr. Don's Weather, and we'll be back with more severe weather coverage as soon as conditions warrant on Dr. Don's Weather.